Hello, welcome to Fir Park layout update number 14, and as I said in my previous update, I was going to make a start on ballasting of the track. Well, I've started that today, and the ballast that I'm using is some Pico ballast. I've had it quite a while, I've got a few bags of it. I think it's actually N-gauge ballast, I'm not quite sure, but some of it seems finer than some of the other stuff that I've got. So this is the packet, and I think it's PS305 made by Pico, and it is just have a look at this, weathered ballast grey fine grade, and there it is. So that's what I've been using. Now I'll just show you what I've been doing today. I've started about here, and I've added a little bit of woodland scenics, sort of a bit of overgrowth there, and I've done round the back there, and I've gone along in front here. I've ballasted round the hard standing area, which I think looks better now that the ballast is in place. I've gone all the way along up to here and round there. Now initially I wasn't going to ballast the point work, the blades, but then I thought about it. I thought, well, you know, to have the realistic effect you have to ballast point, so I just went for it and thought, sod it, I'm just going to do it. And you know, I think they're okay, the blades. I made sure that they worked first okay before putting the solution down, PVA and water solution with a bit of washing up liquid. That one's okay, it's always been a bit, that's okay. This one over here, one or two little gaps you can just see there. I am going to go over it again once the solution has dried. So what I did first was I sprinkled on the ballast, and then I used a paintbrush there, and I just went along and smoothed off the you know, excess ballast, also in between the point, sort of intricate workings of the points and blades, to make sure they weren't clogged up. And then I applied the PVA glue solution, which was PVA glue, some warm water and a bit of washing up liquid just to help the flowing of it. So that's now all drying, and I'm doing this in stages. I'm not going to rush it because previous projects have been minimum space layouts mostly, so that's meant that I could do the ballasting in one hit basically and spend a couple of hours on it. Well, you know, I want to take my time on this layout, there's no rush to finish it, so I've started the ball rolling today, and hopefully everything here is okay, and then I can crack on and do a bit more, probably in this direction round to there. But I'm pleased with the effort so far, because ballasting is a tedious job, and you know, I hate doing it. I did watch a video, I think it was Dean Park Station, and Dave Watson that was doing ballasting on that, and he made the task look relatively straightforward. I don't have an auto ballaster sort of spreader thing. I'm doing it still by hand, but you know, watching that, I was just able to get a few more, you know, sort of tips on how to ballast and get it looking a bit better. There are a few gaps, you can just see there's a gap there. You're going to get this with ballasting, because where the fluid goes in, you are going to get a few gaps here and there, but you know, I'm not going to fill those in now, because then a few more will appear. So I shall let this dry. It should dry quite quickly, and then I'll just go over with a few little top ups here and there as and were required. There's a mark there, I'm going to paint that grey, just a little daub of paint there. This hard standing area is poly filler. I did this a while ago, and once I put it down, I got an old railway wagon and just run that through to make sure the grooves were okay for the wheel flanges, you know, the rail, so that looks okay. I'm pleased with that. You know, some hard standing areas look absolutely immaculate, and other ones look a bit, you know, weather beaten with the elements and everything. So, and you know, equipment being sort of, you know, lugged about on them, and people walking on them, and you know, they soon get a bit weather beaten. So I think that's quite a good sort of attempt at that. So I'm pleased with the ballasting so far. I've also added a little bit more woodland scenics there, just a bit of overgrowth there, and so it's coming on. The warehouse half relief buildings, I'm going to do a little bit more on those and put some roof detailing on and drain pipes and things, and make them look a bit, you know, more detailed over time. What I did with these, I knocked those up in one hit pretty much, and just to get them up, you know, so I can get on with that at a later date. Yeah, so what I will do in the next stage of ballasting will be continue on round here, and then gradually I shall continue around to the rest of the main line and do all that. But I want to do it, take my time, there's no rush, because I don't want to, you know, mess up anything. So I'm happy with what I've got done here today. So things are, you know, looking a bit more realistic. I think ballast needs to be done because it brings the layout to life. It goes from looking, you know, a baseboard with tracks on to something, you know, on the way to resembling a decent model. So it's one of those jobs, it's got to be done, and the sooner you crack on and get on with it, you know, then you've got the rewards afterwards. You can sit back and think, yeah, you know, that bit's done, out of the way. So there we have it, that's what I've been up to this morning. So the ballasting has been started. One other quick thing, my loading dock I picked up, which is there with a canopy on it, Hornby Scaledale. I thought I'd put that there for now. And I also got that building as well. It's like a tin sort of local village hall. I thought that was quite interesting. I thought, well, I can stick that somewhere. So that's it for this update. That was just a little insight into progress started on ballasting of the track. That was, you know, the main point of this video. So I've made a start on the depot area, and I will crack on in due course with a bit more ballasting, and once that's done I will update you accordingly. Okay, thanks for watching, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next update. Thanks.